on the 31st. Right. We're starting on the 31st and we're finishing August on the 11th of August, right? 2 weeks. Yeah. Now, I didn't realize the schools in St. Lucia finishes much earlier than ours.
Yep.
So maybe next year you can run it even a little bit earlier, but it's up to you. Eh?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so next year you can make adjustments to that. But who just went upstairs? Sorry. Can you close my door, please? Close my door. Close the door to the study, please. Sorry, Prophet. Thank you, my lovely. Right, okay. Now I don't have to hear them. Okay, so right, so we're starting 31st Monday, okay?
Yes.
How many people do you have? How many youth do you have already?
Okay, when I did the count last night, on the numbers that we
have registered.
We have 12. We have 12 registered online, and then we're looking at what we don't have. 3 more from the school, and then Anna. I'm waiting for some people Anna speaking with to confirm, and others that we will get.
Okay, so far I've counted 18, 12 and 6, 18 so far. All right. So hopefully we'll get some more. Yeah.
So today we're going out again because I have to drop letters, finish drop letters to companies and register some more.
Okay, so the numbers are 18, but then you need to get, all right, you get some more, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so right, so that's how many crew members do you have? This is the first question, your personnel list. So your crew, right, to run for the day-to-day. So you're looking for some 19 to 25 years. Maybe about 4 of them to help you, right? The minimum.
Okay, for crew member, my wife.
No, that's for your board. No. Crew members, you need 4, I put 6, but you need 4 to 6 young people to help manage these other ones that you have. Because your wife, the second one is minimum crew required for your top table. So your wife will be you, your wife, Anna, right? And you need one more person. Okay, so top table, which is your board, you need including you need 5 adults. Because these they will work as the supervisors.
Yes.
Right? So you need 5 adults. They will go out with the children, but they just be an adult there. But you need to help run it. You need about 4 young ones, 18 to 25 or 19 to 25-year-olds.
Okay, well, we'll confirm. We'll confirm this. We'll confirm this week because we've been speaking to a few of them in terms of the time if they will go all the way. So I may need more in case one cannot do.
They'll be happy.
Another one could take over for the time.
Yeah,
but I can't guarantee they will be there every day.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's what we want.
Oh. Yes, but then she didn't promise me that she will do the whole 2 weeks. So that's what I'm saying. I may need more than 4. So wherever she stops, the one can come in. You understand?
No, I heard that. Yeah. Okay. No, that's cool. So you got the place. You've got computer access and internet access. I think you're using the schools. So find out if you can use most of these things, which is fine. All right.
Yes. This has Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So the next one you need is if you go down to the speaker. So you need at least 3 speakers per week, right? So the first week you need 3 people to come and talk on the morning. It doesn't matter what day it is.
Yes.
3. So you can use police, you can use ambulance people, you can use, you know what I mean? Just talk about their work, what they do. Fire.
So I have covered the first week. I have 3 speakers,
okay.
and then somebody promised another speaker.
That's
who will be speaking in the area of business. I have a lawyer. I have a lawyer who will be speaking concerning law.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. So, and they'll be able to ask them questions. So you got 3 for the first week, so you got that. And then sponsors, if possible, you know, I know you're going out, so that will be done. All right. And again, I said your cashier responsible for dispensing, so that will come from one of your board members. You can use them as a cashier as well as the cashier. Okay, cool. So next one, yeah, your sponsors there. So we're gonna move up to the next page. Okay, so again, this one is, you have the stickers, right?
Yes, for the
all that is in hand, right?
Right.
All right, cool. So we okay. This one is in hand, your rules and regulations that everybody will be aware of. And this is something that on your first day, but we'll talk about that on the first day. Your activities. All right, so this is your activities, welcome at assembly. So on your first day, this would be what you would do. Day 1, assemble, welcome message, the explanation of what junior apprentice is, because you need to do that, because some of the moms might stay just to see that. Some of the moms and dads, or some of the parents might stay. You explain the rules, your warm-up games, and the explanation of the first day's task. So from 9 to 9:20 is your general. You speak that in front of everybody. All right, but from 9:30 you do your warm-up games. Now, one of the warm-up games will be something called a chair game, a coin game. Just bear with me. Let me stay there. I got to stop sharing. You need to see my face. Okay. So a chair game, right, is you divide them into 2 groups. Okay. So you line them up the length of the room side by side, 2 groups. All right. Like this, 2 groups. And then you put 2 chairs at the front and 2 chairs at the back, but you put it maybe about 5 paces away from where they sit. If the room is too short and you can't put them in that, then you could divide the 2 groups into 2 more groups, or you can have 3 groups. It doesn't matter. You can have 3 lines or 4 lines, okay? But they put the chairs in a row, one behind each other. You know, like you do in church? The chairs in a row, but it's just 2 or 3 rows of chairs, and you just get them to sit down. Let them choose whatever chair they want to sit on. But if you have 3 rows, then you put 3 chairs in front facing them, right? And you put 3 chairs at the back facing them, okay? And you take a coin. I don't know what coins you guys have. You have dollar coins, $2 coins. What coins you have?
You have dollar coins.
You have dollar. Okay. So you take a dollar coin and you put a dollar coin on the chairs in front. $1 coin on each chair. What they're supposed to do is when you say go, they're supposed to, the one who sits in front will get up, take the dollar coin, run to the back of the room, put the dollar coin on the chair and run back and sit down. When that first one sits down, the next one will get up, run to the back, take the coin, run to the front, put it on the chair, and sit down. Until they sit down, the other one cannot get up. Right? So you will hear shouting, you'll hear screaming, you'll hear excitement, which is good because that's building teamwork, shows them how to work together as a team.
Yes, yes.
Right? And obviously the one that finishes the first wins. It's a warm-up game, so they don't get prizes for that. It's just to warm them up and get them going, okay? So you have another game. So that's the coin game. The other game is called bench ball. And bench ball is, you take if there's a bench or a chair, but you need something really strong, right? So a strong chair or bench is better. This one only takes 2 teams. And you split the teams in 2, but it's up to you. You can split the teams in 4, depending on how many children you have. And you have one person standing on one chair, the other one standing on the other chair. And they meant to throw the ball to each other and score goals. Okay? So it's like football, but with the hand. Right? The only difference is they're throwing it to their own teammate. Right? So the goals are the opposite. So the other team is supposed to stop, Team A is supposed to stop Team B from sending their ball to the person on the chair. Do you understand?
I get lost, but I listening to you.
No, don't be lost, right? So you have 2 teams, okay? Think about football, right? But think about football in reverse. The goalkeepers, right, are on the other side. You know, the team on the other side are like offside, right? So you have, let me see if I can draw this for you. You have Team A and Team B, right? A, B. But on here, I'll draw it, I'll show you. A, B. Right, can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah? Where's my camera? So you have Team A and Team B, okay? But you notice where Team A goalkeeper is?
Yeah.
I notice where Team B defenders are, right? And at the bottom you have Team B, Team A, okay? Right? So this one here, yeah, Team A, okay. So you have Team A have to send the ball among, it must be 3 passes. So you're gonna have 3 passes before they can send the ball to their goalkeeper, Team A. All right?
So they have to pass it. They have to pass it among themselves 3 times. Yeah. Everybody, then they send to the goalkeeper.
Then they send it to the goalkeeper, right? But Team B will block them from sending their ball to, you understand? So when that if they score, obviously if Team A managed to send the ball to the goalkeeper, that's a point.
Yes, yes.
But the goalkeeper is standing on the chair. They're not supposed to move. They're just standing there. They're not moving. They're just standing there.
I thought the goalkeeper is above everyone.
No. The goalkeeper can't move. The goalkeeper stands still on that chair.
Yes, standing on the chair.
You can use a football. You have to use something as big as a football.
Yes.
But you can use a plastic ball.
The goalkeeper is above them because the goalkeeper is standing on the chair.
That's right. That's why you have to have 3 passes. Otherwise, they can just throw the ball and the goalkeeper can catch it. So they have to have 3 passes with each other, but they could move. They can move all over the place. These guys can move, right? They can mark each other. They can move because they want to stop them from scoring there and they want to stop them from scoring here.
Interesting. Judah, you pick it up?
Yeah.
Judah is drawing it. She's an artist. Judah is drawing it.
So that's called bench ball.
Bench ball. Okay, yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. All right, because they're standing on a bench, right? And it's like a football. You can actually use the best ball to use. You know, one of these soft air balls, the plastic, not a heavy football, but the plastic. The baby balls, the plastic ones that they give the little babies to play with. But it's the size of a football. Yeah, you can actually use that because that's quite good. All right. So that's the other game. The last game is the chair game. Right? Now, the chair game, that one, it shows patience. So you put chairs in several areas, different areas on the floor, right? Depending on how many people you have playing, so everybody can play, okay? Everybody can play. I'm just drawing the one person that has to stand up. So this game, right, is the chair game. And the reason why you have one person standing here is everybody will be sat down on the chairs, right? Everybody will be sat down on the chairs, right? So these are chairs, everybody sat down. One person is standing up. Right. And that person cannot run. Nobody runs in that game. You have to walk. This is a game that you really need to pay attention, okay? Nobody stands up except him to start with, or her, and everybody sits down, but you leave an empty chair. One empty chair. Right. This person will walk to that chair. Somebody will get up and sit on that chair so he or she can't sit.
Okay. Now, so the same thing, someone has to walk to sit on the chair.
To sit on the chair. Somebody from here will get up and walk as quick as they can to sit on that chair to stop this one from sitting down. Right? They just get up from here, they walk past him, because you can't run, walk past him and sit.
What if she have time sit before them?
Then the one who's standing will have to be the one that will remain standing, and the game carries on.
One question.
Yes.
So what if
Judah, they're not hearing you. They put the camera. Ask the question.
So what if when
we're not hearing you?
Zoom. Join here. You can see that?
Yeah, ask your question.
Ask the question.
Yeah, I can see it. Ask your question.
So like, if the person that's standing going to go to that chair and the other person goes to that chair to prevent them, what if the person goes to the chair that the other empty chair instead?
Yeah. So the person if this person who's walking to that chair, right? And that's where they have to use their brains, Judah, yeah? So if this person's walking to that chair and this one gets up and sits down, this person will obviously head towards that chair. So that means somebody here will get up and go and have to occupy that chair.
Okay.
So the way they should do it is if he or she's walking to that chair, that person should stay sat down. This one should stay in their seat. Somebody from here will have to walk past them and go and sit. That means he'll have to turn around and find where they came from. But if he sits down, if this person gets up and he realizes this person got to there, he just turns around and sits there. That means somebody else here will have to jump, or somebody there will have to jump and walk fast and sit on that chair. Otherwise, they're the ones that will be the ones standing and we'll have to find a chair to sit on.
So how does that game end?
It ends when you're tired.
Okay, because I see.
All the games will. Yeah, the first two will end on. The first one is the winning team. The second one, you have to do a time, so you got to stick to your time. All right. So it's half an hour games, just half an hour games. So you stick to your time. All right. Now, my daughter gave me another game that they do in cadets, and I think is it the one? Yeah, she gave me another game. You sit in the circle, right? And you just find out something about the person next to you on your right.
Yes.
So if everybody sits down in a circle, right? And you have to ask 3 questions to the person next to you. Okay? One of the answers has to be a lie.
Oh,
Okay, what did she say?
Judah say it's 3 truths, 1 lie.
That's right. But we're gonna do it 2 truths, 1 lie.
At the beginning of the
Judah, we're not hearing you. Come there and talk.
At the beginning of the orientation, it could be like some.
She's fading away. Judah's fading away.
Judah, look, take mommy's phone. You don't want to come on Zoom. Connect to the Zoom to talk to us.
Yeah, but Judah, if Judah knows it is fine. It's 2 truths, 1.
Connect the Zoom. Plug into Zoom. Go in the room, bigger echo.
So now you have 4 games that you can play. You can interchange them. All right, half an hour every day before you start. Right.
I like the patience game. That's a game that we big people, because it's something to worry them a lot. It's especially we see when they're tired, they're looking for a seat. Every time you're trying to see somebody just sitting before you.
Yeah. That game, oh man. That's a patience game, I'm telling you. It helps with anxiety. But you see, people get so anxious, they'll get up and go and sit in that seat and leave their seat when the person can just come and sit down in where they came from. All right. So you got these games down, yeah?
Yes. Interesting. Yes. We get
the last game, you start with 1 person and you work your way clockwise. So they have to go look to the right and say 2 truths, 1 lie. Tell them something about you, and then you answer. The person on my right said this, but everybody have to decide which one's the truth and which one's the lie.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm entering something there for her.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Love straight from the heart. Okay.
In the room. Too close. Okay, Judah join now. Shy Judah join.
Fine. It's fine. I ain't seen her yet, but she'll come in.
Lock her video fast. Trust me, you'll not see that.
Huh?
You'll not see that. She'll lock her video. She'll lock her video.
Oh, there we go. There we go. And Sister Anna's there as well, which is good.
Yes, Anna is cooking some nice food in the restaurant. Indulge.
In where?
Indulge. The restaurant is called Indulge.
Nice. Indulge. I remember that when I come down there, I'll go and have some food.
Yeah, very nice food. The top restaurant in Castries, Indulge Restaurant.
Is it? Who owns it?
Yeah. It's owned owned by Sister Anna's daughter.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah, they are a family restaurant. There you get the best food, air-conditioned place, nice studio type, great drinks, cocktail.
Okay.
I hope, yes, man,
like
I'm already giving them advertisement there. So when I come to Castries, I'll come in for chicken fries.
Well, you see,
yes,
she
have
can,
the best.
she can sponsor us. She can sponsor our Friday night. Yeah. Cocktail parties and stuff.
He
So
said, greetings to you, Prophet and Evangelist.
Yes.
Sister Anna. We're advertising Indulge Restaurant, so we will definitely will come to Indulge Restaurant. We can, yes. So we can have Indulge on our program. So when we're going out, so we can advertise it on our banner, you know, different places.
They can give us some cakes or give us something.
Give us something for the children and we advertise it nicely.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, Indulge Restaurant, top restaurant in Castries. Yeah.
Her name could be all over our stuff. Sponsored by Indulge.
Yes.
No problem. So, okay, so then we're on to the next one, which is your lunch. You break for lunch. And so that's, let me go back and share again, and then we could see, just go through it. We could see the day. I'm using the iPad. Once I share the screen, I can't see anything after that, just the screen. Okay, so we have the games, the warm-up games, we've done that. And then after you explain the task, okay? But that's just how the days will run. After the day, you have your lunch in the day, then you come back at 1, they continue their task, and at 4:15, everybody comes back together to finish the day. Right, so let me get to the day. Your first activity. So your first activity.
Yeah.
All right, you have day 1. So you do your introduction, you do your talk. You do your talk. So that's the breakdown of the 2 weeks, but let me give you the first day, sorry. There we go, the first day. So again, you do your apprentices arrive. Those who are not registered, they'll register. Then you start your word of wisdom and prayer and everything else. This one, that's your games and your briefing. So the first day's task, remember, is the one where you give them, I've got $30 here. So your team, you break them into teams. So what you will then do is the first day, you can ask who wants to be a team leader or whatever, and you guys can choose that. Or what you do is you find out who wants to be a team leader, but you decide how many teams you want to break them into, depending on how many people you have, right? I would say six people per team. I think that's a good number. All right, 6 or 7 people, depending on how many you have per team. And then you pick a team leader, and you let the team leader, out of the rest of the people they have, they will choose who they want in their team. But don't forget, you've done your games, so they would already know who they worked well with in the games and who they got on with in the games. That's why the games are important. Right? Okay, so you give them the $30, you explain the way it works. They go out and they buy stuff to sell. Right? So they can buy ice coolers, they can buy, what do you call it, lollipops, popsicles, they can buy fans, hats, whatever it is they can afford. but they go out as a team, they stay as a team, and they will go and sell, right? Each person will have the name tag on their shirt, the JCO name tag, which you have, sticks on their shirt with their name on it, okay? So people will know who they are. You have your supervisor with them, and you have your youth, your youth help with them. They cannot sell anything illegal, all right? Might get some dodgy youth there that want to come and sell illegal stuff alongside what they're selling. Okay, so they can't be given stuff to sell. They can't sell their own stuff. It's what they buy. So they have to go to Peter and Company or whoever it is, Valmont, if they're still available, wherever they go in Castries, they can buy stuff and sell it. All right. They have to be back by 4. So 4 o'clock, everybody will be back, and you will decide who's the winner by the amount of money profit they make. So your cashier will then be given the floats, the £30 back, the $30 back, and you will decide how much profit out of the $30 they made. So the first task is buying and selling. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Go ahead.
Okay. So then you can announce who the team is, right? Now, and you see I've got at the bottom of the screen, the full team must be back in the main hall with the cash by 4. £1 will be deducted from any team who comes late.
$1.
After $1 after any, yeah. So any team that comes late, $1 will be deducted.
That's right.
Okay.
It could be a minute late.
Yeah, it says there, deduction $1 per minute.
That's right.
And they need to know that. They need, so if they want to work hard and lose money, that's fine. It's up to them. But 1 minute after 4, they walk through that door, not when they give the cashier the money, but walk through the door. So they walk through the door after 4 o'clock, we deduct money from them. Okay. And then the one who's made the most money will be pronounced as the winner of that day's task. Now, the winners will keep the money, and that team will keep the money, but the accountant or the cashier will distribute the money evenly among that team.
They will keep the profit, not the money.
No. The whole the profit, because obviously the £30 goes back into the kitty, right?
That's right.
But the profit, the cashier will split the profit in between every team member.
That's right.
All right, whether they work hard or not, they're a team member. They will keep the profit.
That's the money.
Only the winning team. The losing team, they're not. We just take all that money back. The reason why we do that is because we need it. Say child labor in secret. All right. So the child labor in secret, we keep that money, and the reason why we keep that money is because when we do the next day's plan, we need the money for the next day's plan, next 2 days, because they're not selling or earning money in the next 2 days. But what they're actually doing is they're doing a presentation. And the winner of that presentation, then it's up to you to decide how much money you want to give the winning team.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay,
yes.
Because we have to give them something. Now, if you can get vouchers, it's even better, because if a company says we'll give you vouchers, yes, please, and then we can give them vouchers. Yeah. Right? Okay, so day two, you do the same as in the morning. right? But they already know the rules and stuff. So you do your warm-up games, and you may have somebody to talk to them on day 2. But day 2 is a business idea that will be good for the youth. So day 2 will come up with a business idea. But before we go into that, let me see if I have it here. What's this one? Okay, let's see how I reach Tuesday the 6th. Sorry, there's something wrong here. Sorry, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Monday the 31st. But I've gone to Tuesday the 6th so quickly. Okay, it's a typo. Okay, so the Tuesday morning, you will start with the games, and then you will do boardroom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Monday is called Double Your Money. That's the name of the task on Monday. All right, double your money. So Tuesday, you start with the games. After the games, you go into a boardroom. Mm-hmm. In that boardroom, you will bring everybody. You announce who the winning team is to everybody, even though they will know already. You give them their money, their winnings, and then they go. But what you do is you keep the losing teams. And as you keep the losing teams, they have to discuss what went wrong, why they lost, because they have grievances and they will share these grievances. Right? This is page 3. They will share their grief. Sorry, I'm looking for, oh, there we go. Okay, so they will share their grievances, all right? Now, when they share their grievances and who didn't work and who worked, you will ask the team leaders to bring 3 people from their team or 2 people from their team, from each, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you'll ask them to bring 2 or 3 people from their team. So the rest of the team will go, then you have the 2 or how many of the losing teams you have, and you will ask them team by team, again, why did you bring, you ask the leader, why did you bring this person, these 2 people in today? And they will say, well, they didn't work, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. But obviously you have discernment, so you will know if it's a personality clash or whatever it is. You'll see that. Sometimes it's clear that the person just didn't work or the person was rude or whatever it was. So by then, you will have your supervisors, your adult supervisors who will be taking notes, will also tell you this person didn't work properly, that person didn't work properly. So they will help you and let you know who you fire. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you fire the team leader themselves, because it could be the team leader who wasn't listening or the team leader who was bossy. Don't be afraid to fire the team leader just because they're a team leader, right? So you're like, no, you're fired. Mm-hmm. All right? I'm firing you because of this. So I have to say to you, you're fired. That's it. All right? So whoever you fire, but let them know from the first day that when they fire, they can still come back and take part and win prizes and win money, but they won't be able to win the overall prize. All right? Once you're fired, you can't win the overall prize. Yeah. But when you're fired, you could still come back and partake. And I tell you what, these children, they come back the next day. And you see them working harder than anybody else, even though they've been fired already, because they want their team to win, because they could see advantages in winning. Cool? Yes. Right. So after that, you split you ask team leaders. Okay, once you get your other set of team leaders, then you give your team leaders a chance to pick whoever they want from the rest of the groups. Okay? So you could do it that way. Sometimes you have to step in and say, okay, I want this person to be a team leader or that person to be a team leader. All right, so yeah, carry on.
Every day you have I thought it was one team going through the whole process, but as you mentioned, it's like every day a different set of together, so you interchange them.
Yeah, so you interchange them, they can work in different teams, all right? So it's not just one team. You have every day, it's a new, not every day. Monday is a new team. Tuesday is a new team. Tuesday and Wednesday is a new team, right? Friday, when you see there, Friday and Saturday is another team. Sorry, Thursday and Friday is another team.
Off on Saturdays.
Off on Saturdays.
Yes. Saturday off, yeah.
Why has this gone straight down to 4 5? Yeah. I think there's a typo there. I didn't even realize. I'm on the wrong, I'm on a different one to you guys, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, there's. Yeah, so when you see what we have, so Tuesday, a business idea, right? That would be good for youth. Okay. So this is the one you do on the Tuesday. They have to design something, talk about it, and promote it. Wednesday, product development. Promote an existing technology. So Wednesday and Thursday, Tuesday and Wednesday is the same. Anyway, sorry, I'll just go with this. Tuesday the 1st, a business idea, right? That would be good for you. So they have to come up with their own idea. A business idea that would be good for the youth. Okay? Wednesday and Thursday is one, as you could see. Can you see it on the screen? Wednesday and Thursday is one. So they have to develop a product and promote it. So on Tuesday, after you develop your teams, they have to come up with a business idea. On Tuesday, you will need somebody to talk, and you will also need a team that they can present to. Now they can present it to you guys because it's a short time they have. So that one will be in-house. So you and your team, they can present that business idea to you, and you guys will decide who the winners are. But each team will get a chance to present their idea. The winner, you give some of the money from the Monday's takings, okay? And then you have Thursday and Friday. Thursday, you do the same thing. You have a person come to talk, and then you split the teams the same way and all that as you did previously. So you have a new team. Thursday morning, you decide who needs to be fired from the Tuesday stars. All right, after that, you start your new team. Product development, promote an existing piece of technology. So they can find something, they can promote it. Okay, whatever it is, anything they could find. It doesn't have to be technology. They can find something that's not selling, and they can talk about how they could sell it. So they do the presentation. All right. So that's marketing. So they'll find a product on the market in St. Lucia, any product, maybe a mobile phone, maybe a ruler, maybe a pencil, anything. As long as they can promote it and sell it. Now on that one, you could bring in on the Thursday, they do the presentation. So that one, you could bring in what we call a dragon team, a team of people from outside, business leaders who will, hear the way they can promote that. That one, you probably will need PowerPoint and all that, okay? And task 4, again, is a market stall. So the task for that week is they will sort of, again, buy and sell, right? So they'll buy stuff and sell it. This time, I mean, they could buy whatever they want and sell it however they want. Saturday is day off. Now I've got here London Trail because I'm on the wrong one for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But remember we talked about a Castries Trail.
Mm-hmm.
You remember? We talked about I can't find the one for you here. We talked about a Castries Trail, and the Castries. Huh? The Castries.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's all the way to the bottom. It's all right. Go ahead.
Oh,
we get the concept.
Yeah, you get a Castries Trail, and what they meant to do with that one is they meant to go around Castries in teams, but you have to give them the different things they have to find. And how that works is they will go to Derek Walker Square. They can find a busk of somebody. They'll find the busk of John Compton. They'll find the busk of this, the busk of that, the old fire station. It's up to you. You guys can plan that, right? And you give them the list. So you can, it's up to you. You can get the map of Castries or whatever, but you can just tell them, go and find this and drop them off and let them go and find it in Castries. They're supposed to take a picture of the whole team next to that that thing, whatever it is you ask them to find.
Mm-hmm.
They just take a picture of it and they send it to you. Okay? So one person take a picture of the whole team, but you must see whatever the busk is, whatever it is you tell them to find. It has to say it on the wall somewhere. They take a picture, they send it to you. Then they move on to the next one and the next one and the next one. Right? So that one, yeah, it's just to find it. And whoever finds all of it in time, obviously, they're the winner. Now, on this one, we don't early morning call, but we don't do that. We're not doing that in St. Lucia. Oh, yeah. Timings. All right. Is that so far, is that okay?
Yes, it's going on okay. So after the when they come back from that activity, they find from the trail.
Yeah.
What follows this? Because it just went there, it went into the early morning wake up. So they come back.
That's trying to find your one.
And then you discovered, you announced the winner. Because you
Friday
have
nights,
have the evidence of the picture.
The one with the Castries Trail, you can, if you have a restaurant or somebody that sells donuts or cakes and stuff, they can donate to you maybe some of these things and ask you to sell them. So the children will then sell them as they go along doing the trail. You could do it that way if you want.
So how do you fit it into the activity in terms of them selling a product?
Yeah, whilst they're walking around, whilst they're walking around, they could sell it, because that's what we do. That's what we do here. We have somebody called Krispy Kremes donuts, and they give us a few boxes of donuts, right? And what we do with these donuts is we take them out, we give each team 2-3 boxes, and they sell the donuts. So if you have a restaurant that can do that, you can incorporate it. So whilst they're running around London looking for the different areas, the different clues that we give them, they sell donuts. Because it's charity. So up to you. If you don't have a company that will give you donuts or cakes or rock cakes or something to sell, and they'll say, okay, sell one cake for 30 pence or one cake for $1, and they have little bags with them and stuff. They can go and sell the cakes as they walk around Castries trying to find the trail. People will buy from them because it's youth charity, right? And people normally do, imagine. It's amazing how much money these children make by selling donuts. They go on the buses, they go on the trains, they go to the bus stand where everybody's coming and going, and they sell donuts, man. So if you can get one of the bakeries to help you out, or, to give you a few rock cakes or something to sell, but you need enough. You need a load of it. All right. And then each team will sell, but you can give each team a different thing to sell. Whatever money.
I was just about to ask, is it only food stuff? Can't you have other things, interesting stuff that you want to give?
As long as it's a donation, because you're not begging people for money, because that's illegal. But you could ask, they can buy the cakes, they can buy chains, they can buy key rings, whatever it is, as long as the children can sell it. Okay. And what that also does is that creates promotion for JC World, because people will hear the name JC World and they can see because they'll ask the children, what are you guys doing? Be like, oh, we're from JC World. We're doing a Youth Apprentice, and we're selling cakes to help raise, donations for us and stuff. All right. So once you add selling in that, then that means that the team that comes back with the most money on time, obviously, will win. Yeah. But it's up to you how you can get those cakes, how you can or whatever it is, if you get anybody who's willing to donate something to you, right? So, now the reason why the product is the early morning call one, right? The early morning call, the wake up call for the following week is they have to literally design a product. Right?
We're not seeing your screen. You put it down.
Yeah, no, I stopped sharing because I've got the wrong screen, mate.
Sorry,
I have the wrong thing up. That's the annoying thing.
It's all right. I'm following it on my phone too.
Yeah, I have the wrong one up. So. All right. Tuesday the 6th.
So the early morning call.
Yeah, don't bother with the early morning call. You can do an early morning call if you want, but I wouldn't bother, because we don't do it here. But they do it in Clapham, but we don't do it in Peckham. Like I said, it's up to you. You can run each area runs different. If I have to take South Norwood, if I have to take Peckham, Clapham, what's that place called? Edmonton in London, North London. If I have to take all this, everybody runs it differently because it's according to their people.
Yes.
Yeah. So everybody will do their own different, the different way they run it.
Yeah.
The task for. All right. So that one, the Wednesday, what you'll do is they will design something from scratch.
Yes, design.
Early morning call. They will design something from scratch. All right? And that's what they will do. The task is to design something from scratch, from zero. Right? But they have to cost it. They have to do everything. And that presentation, because what that one is, on the Thursday, is they're looking for somebody to sponsor them or for somebody to buy or somebody to invest in their design. Right? Make sense?
It makes sense.
So Wednesday, Thursday, that's one task. So they're looking for somebody to say, okay, I'll invest in that. But you're not really looking for an investment, right? It's when you have your dragons or your business people and they're sitting down and the children come in each team to say, I'll give you an example. One of the things the youth here last year designed was they took an ordinary pair of trainers and they put a USB in it. Okay. And to them, they decided that if they connected their phone to the trainers, it would charge their phone. Okay?
Is that thing practical?
Obviously no, but they thought it was good. So they reckon while they sat in the classroom or in a meeting and the phone is dying, they can just connect their phone to the trainer. All right. One of them decided to put it in a bag. And I've noticed that idea was taken because there's some bags that have USBs in them. You know, you could take you know, the power chargers. I don't know if you've seen them. The power pack chargers, right? So you have a thing like this. We had one here somewhere. My children have one. It's a battery, an outside battery. It's like this. It's a power pack. And you can charge it overnight in your home. And when you run out of battery, you connect your phone to it and it will charge your phone. And one group decided they're gonna attach that to a bag, a rucksack. So they put it in an inside pocket in the rucksack. And then you could charge your phone while you're walking along and listening to your music.
Now, here is the interesting part about this. At the boardroom, the strainer, I would definitely count this as a product. It's thought of, but then I will say, you know, whoever came up with this idea, whoever came up with the idea didn't give enough research or even brainstorm the idea well enough, you know, to finish an idea and then look for an investor realizing it doesn't make sense. It don't work on the market.
Well, yeah, because again,
they deserve firing.
Of course, it's up to, but it's the team
that already on the market is something that.
Listen, you have some business people there that will say to you,
that I fire you. First person I'm firing is you.
No. Listen. You have a business person there who will decide that's a good idea and they can develop on it. Right? But it's not you. Yeah, you're deciding to fire, but you have to go according to who did the worst. Because there could be somebody else that have done worse. You see? So again, it could be somebody will have a really good idea, but the presentation is rubbish. So the dragons, you have a form there that you give to the dragons and they will be able to judge. They will take the forms and hand it back.
Yes, I see. They will.
You have that form. Okay, so they're the ones that will decide which team did best, not you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah?
The presentation.
So we had one of the children designed an app for diabetes, people who has diabetes. Okay, and what they did was they said you put the thumbprint on the back of the phone, and it will read your body temperature, and it will be able to tell the person it's time to take their medication. Right? So you see, I mean, it's up to them. They'll come up with their ideas, mate. They'll come up with,
now with them getting the business people, which one is kind of more, I would say, efficient? Is it to go out and find the people and make the presentation, or we get the people to come and hear what they have?
You have to get the people.
So I have to get the people to come in and hear them.
You have to get the people to come in and sit down for an hour and listen, as long as it takes, I think, and listen to the children's presentation.
Okay, all right.
Most businesses will be happy to do that.
All right.
You can have different people from different areas. They don't all have to be professional, but at least you've got them coming in, listening, and the children will present. And I'm telling you this, when these people finish listening to how well these people present, you'll be amazed.
So in terms of time, how much time, this one is not showing it. I know I have gone through it. You have other PowerPoints that would tell me how much time do they have to design that?
They have all day, because the presentation all day. The presentation is the next day.
So they have all day to design this thing.
They have all day Wednesday to design it and come up with the ideas and stuff.
Okay.
But they also have to do their research. They have to do every single thing, right? They have to research it. They have to cost it. They have to work out how much they're going to sell it for. They even have to work out how much money they will need to do it, to make it and create it, to put it out there on the market. So they have all day. So a clever person, a clever team leader will break his team up into 4 or 5 different groups. So he will have somebody who'll do the accounts. He'll have somebody who'll do the marketing. He'll have somebody who'll do the research, right? And he'll have somebody else who'll do the presentation, okay? So in that team, they need to break their teams up into different groups. So to start with, they all sit together and decide what products are they going to pull together. Right?
Wonderful. Very interesting. I believe the children will really enjoy this.
Oh, they'll do that. Trust me, they'll
enjoy to see. If you take a whole day to design something that makes
a whole day,
sense, it's worth a laugh.
That's who they, there'll be tears as well. Trust me. There'll be laughter, there'll be tears, they'll fall out. People will get angry. People who think they know more than everybody else, they'll get angry because nobody listened to me. It's my idea. Oh, you get all that.
A lot of stories. Interesting.
Trust me, you'll get all that. And the presentation, they have to sit together and work out the presentation. Each person have to learn their lines. Each person have to learn this and have to learn that. And when they put the presentation together, but at the end of Wednesday, they will come before you guys and practice the presentation. Right? So Wednesday, 3 o'clock, they will all come together and each team will do a presentation. Presentation should be about less than 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes is what they have.
Yes.
Okay. So when they come before you guys and everybody else, each person will give their own, you'll say, all right, what do you think of that presentation? And maybe you'll get the other team saying, well, they didn't do that properly. They didn't do that properly. So it's up to the team leaders to take notes. Thursday morning when they come back, same teams, they correct what they did, what we said they did wrong, right? And you can get your dragons in by maybe 12 o'clock. Tell them, all right, dragons are coming in between 1 and 2 or 12 and 1. And everybody should be ready for that. They should be dressed in business as smart as they can.
What do you mean by dragons?
Dragons are we call them dragons in England, but they are the business people.
That's right. I thought it's the business people. I'm saying, why that dragons in England?
You never see this TV program called Dragons?
No, I don't watch TV.
There's another TV program here called Dragons, and these guys are business owners. and they have different people who have designed stuff, and they want their stuff out there on their market. Like a company called JML, they make tools and they buy them. They don't make anything. They just buy it into people's businesses and promote it.
Okay, all right.
Right? So people come and say, yeah.
So go back to Thursday. Go back to Thursday. So the dragons are coming, the business people.
You will tell the dragons what time you want them to come. Right? You will tell your team what time the dragons are coming. So once you are ready, you say the dragons are coming at 3 o'clock, dragons will be there at 3 o'clock. I know it's St. Lucia time, but you say 3 o'clock, your children have to be ready to run and to do their presentation at 3 o'clock, right? Yes. So once the dragons come, they sit down, they're ready. You give the dragons the pieces of paper they need to do the judging, right? And you choose whatever team you say, all right, you go first, you go second, you go third, you go fourth, right? And you get them out doing the presentation. They will not be in the room, the same room as the presentation. The teams will be outside somewhere. They'll be practicing, they'll be doing whatever it is, and you bring in one team at a time, right, to do the presentation. When that team is finished, again, the dragons will have how many sheets of paper? 4 sheets of paper, and the names of each team, they write it down. And when that's done, that shouldn't take an hour anyway, because you only have 20 minutes or 15 minutes per team, right? So once they're done, you ask the dragons which team you think is the winning team. They will tell you, and that's it, right? And then you decide the next day, you say to them, all right, the dragons chose this team as the winning team. Therefore, they will get a prize. If you have vouchers, you give them vouchers. Whatever it is you have, you give them. And the rest, somebody in the rest will be fired. Okay? So the Friday.
You said somebody will be fired. It depends on how many, but the date there. Depending on how many we have there, because on yours it's showing three persons got fired. So there, on the number we at, it could be 2, it could be 3 persons being fired.
That's right. It could be 4, it could be how many. But on the Friday, that's the last day, you only need 2 left.
Yes, definitely. My pleasure to fire them.
Yeah. So once you have the 2 last people left, the Friday night, the Friday night, you can then, the Friday afternoon, you can then decide, you can decide, okay, what we're going to do, what the task it is we're going to do for that last Friday. You can do a market stall for the last Friday. If the school says, yeah, you can bring people in, you can open the doors to the public, let people come in and buy. You can do a market stall outside the school. They give them 2 tables and they could sell anything they want. Secondhand clothes, you know, these are the kind of things that you promote. Anybody have secondhand clothes to sell, whatever it is. You bring that in, you present it nice, as long as it's clean, you teach them, they present it nicely on their tables and they sell. Right?
We have some very good stuff for them. We have those mass facials that cleanses the face, women's face in 10 minutes, some 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on what they want.
Whatever it is. When you sell stuff like that, just make people know that you're not responsible for anything that goes wrong, because somebody could put it on their face, it could burn their face, they could sue you.
They know that. In St. Lucia, they know that. We don't make it.
Yeah, just tell them we're not
made in China.
Well, yeah. So you just tell them we're not the manufacturers. Okay? You might have people in St. Lucia who make soap. You have people in St. Lucia who make soap?
Yeah, we have a few.
Yeah, they can donate some soap to you and you can sell the soap. Right? Buy or sell or return, whatever it is. All right, because it's charity. So they'll give you stuff. You could sell the stuff. Whatever it is you could sell. Here, the children went to the different shops because we have a lot of £1 shops in England, yeah? A lot of £1 shops. And in these £1 shops, they sell everything. They sell from a packet of exercise books to makeup, to eyeliner. They sell literally everything for £1. And the children will go and buy it, and then they'll sell it for £1.50. So they're making money, right? So if you know somebody with a candy floss machine, and they can do a favor, they can come and buy candy floss, you know, whatever they do, popcorn, you know, popcorn is really cheap, right? You can even make a popcorn yourself, bag it and sell it. People will buy popcorn, sweet and salt, right? Imagine a bag of popcorn can make you, if you buy, I don't know how much it'd be in St. Lucia, maybe $5 or something for a bag of popcorn.
Anna, get your machine. Anna, get your popcorn machine. Anna supposed to get her popcorn machine.
There you go.
That's me. If you had it, we use it in that program. So let's see how much popcorns they can sell all over Castries.
Yeah, they could buy popcorn on your market stall that last night, because that last afternoon, because you have the two teams, right? And whoever makes the most money, great, right? Yeah. And that's what it is. But the winners of these now is the ones you give. The winner gets whichever one, the phone or the iPad. I don't know how you guys want to do it.
Now we're coming down to the last that have not been fired, okay? Because we're coming for the big prize, right?
That's what it is. That's what the last one is, the market stall.
So the market stall. So we come back
Friday,
and then one person, because it's two in the group that have not been fired. They have never heard you are fired. So these two, they are in the final, and they know they are in the final. So we have to find one of them. Now they meet at the room, and then what I read, how do we go about really coming down to the end to decide on the winner? That process now.
It's the same as all the other targets. It's the same as the others, not different.
Okay,
you get that? I see you look. You looking at your husband like, what's this man talking about? It's the same. It's the same thing. You have the one who made the most money. That team is automatically the winner. All right. The one who loses, they lose. They fired. But you don't need to fire them. But you can't say you're fired and that makes this person the winner, right? Because that's the game. You're fired. This person is the winner. Well done.
The winner. Well done. That is wonderful. Well, for persons who are viewing this, let me take this quickly. Hold on. Hey.
Do you have any questions while he's disappeared? No? I see you fighting us. Huh?
The first one, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. When you mentioned about they were going to create something on the Tuesday, I thought they were going to implement it on the Wednesday, what they did on the Tuesday.
The first week or?
The first week.
The first week, the Monday they go out is double your money. The second one is the Tuesday. They find a product. The Tuesday, they find a product that they can develop. I'm sure that's what it is.
But we have it. You said it. We're going through the recording.
Since they develop the product, what do they do? They have to develop.
Yeah. The Tuesday, no, because Tuesday is very short. Because Tuesday they have to come up with. Okay, it says page 11. Your team will come up with a good business idea that will create a niche opportunity for your business to stand out and attract youth. On page 11, Prophet. Yeah.
That is the second. That's the second D.
That's
Monday.
Second
Monday
day, yes.
First, right?
Yeah, Monday is double your money.
Double your money. That's Monday.
Yeah. So the Tuesday is they will come up with a business idea, right? So you need to decide what type of business your market, your youth market, because you're targeting youth, right? Would be it be technology or otherwise. Marketing and budgeting along with the business structure. You will need to take into consideration the different abilities, disabilities of whoever it is that you're dealing with, right? And then you'll have to show your profit and loss. So you're not selling anything, it's a business idea. Okay?
That one is more paperwork.
Yeah, more paperwork. That's to show business structure, because with this one, you have to show business structure, how you design your business, how you structure your business from director, deputy director, whatever it is, manager this, accounts this, account that, a business structure. So that one is structuring out a business. Yeah. And the person who, between you guys, the person who comes up with the best one will win.
Okay, so I have them in my hand. This is the phone, Samsung phone, very good phone. And that is either for the winner or second place, whichever the winner chooses to have. And this one is, what do you call this one? The pad. That's the iPad.
The tablet.
The tablet. And this is sponsored.
iPad is Apple. Yeah.
This is sponsored by Pastor Lorenzo and his wife, ministry in the UK. They did the first. Definitely, next year, we would like to have sponsors from St. Lucia. It doesn't matter how big, how small it is, you definitely will be recognized. And we have our beautiful banner where we could advertise your business wherever we go. Persons could see that you sponsored our activity. So we are believing God that the children will really enjoy, this apprentice, and the prize will remind them of JC World and the apprentice. And this is a very good. Thank you, Pastor Lorenzo and your wife. Definitely, we will have pictures. We definitely will have pictures, videos. We'll have a lot to show on the website.
To help you there.
One more question.
On the last night, on that Friday night, you need to invite a lot of people to come in, right? For that presentation that you just talked about. So whilst they're in the market stall, you can say to them, guys, at about in an hour's time, would you come back? Because we're doing the presentation to see who will be the overall winner, right? St. Lucia Junior Apprentice. Get your ministers to come, get as many people to come there as possible.
Yes.
Right. Sorry, what's your question, ma'am?
Okay, my question. The different events that we are having, okay? And you're starting to bring in people to teach them.
Yes.
Because my question is that on the particular day, like particular days, is it because of what they are doing that we are bringing in the person to speak to them? Is it relevant to?
Yes, it is. Yes.
For example, the same Tuesday, since they're doing that, we have to give the account of that business proposal.
It will help.
Business to come and teach them business, and then to the end. Okay. Yeah,
it will help. It will help. But like, if you have one on a Monday, you don't really need somebody to talk about business, but you just need somebody to come and just talk about what they do.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I'm a policeman, I work this, I do this, or I'm a fireman, I work this, right? But on the days where you actually have the business things, it kind of be a good idea. Like the days you have where I think they're going to develop an app or something like that, bring in the guy, if he has time to teach them how to do an app.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, he doesn't have to go step by step, but he can spend a couple of hours just showing them how to go about doing an app.
I will have the guy in to do that. At
20 minutes. You choose.
20 minutes lecture with them on app building and what it's all about. But the other ones will be putting in the information together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Information, they're implementing the information that they learned.
Yes, will be.
Yes. This thing is all over.
Any questions for Pastor Lorenzo on the apprentice? Anything you did not understand or anything we need some more clarity on? We are open. Please share with us. Judah, you are very quiet. You can ask questions, so you've been there from the beginning. We welcome Teacher Shurin. Shurin is she's a teacher, Pastor Lorenzo.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see who else came on.
She's here by profession. We thank you, Sister Shurin, for joining us. Hallelujah. Anna is multi-talented. Anna, I know you are in the restaurant, you a little busy there, but if you all have any questions, please ask those questions before we close so that we can clarify and we don't have another meeting like this one before the activity.
Yeah. Have you tried the badges? Do they stick onto the clothes?
Yes, they do. I did try one. It sticks very well, and it has a space to write the name.
Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah, it sticks okay. Yeah.
It's very good.
Right. I think nice. What I think I might do is probably next year we'll do the lanyards.
What's that?
It's like the chain, the cloth chain, and you clip.
Okay, so you're just clipping it or you're hanging it in your neck. Yeah, that's
right. Yeah, we'll look at them, and it'll say JCWA on it, and
so these things we can collect them back from. We can collect it.
These ones you can collect. Yeah, but the sticky ones you just stick it on their shirts. They meant to bring it back. Yeah, they meant to every time they put a new shirt on, they mean to stick that thing back on their shirt. It should work. Yeah, it should work. But yeah, so we have we need the members with the groups, the apprentice badge on them all the time, especially when they go out. We need to monitor them on the websites, because if they're anything like one of the little ones we have upstairs, they'll go on all kind of website they're not supposed to go on.
Yeah.
So monitor the websites that they're on. They have to be presentable, especially when they're doing the task, when they're doing the dragons presentation. They have to keep the times and deadlines. That will also help them learn to speak properly and clearly, right? So yeah, health and safety protocols. See you, babe. Love you. Oops. Be safe, yeah? All right. God go with you and protect you as you go, okay? All right. Sorry.
In terms of the team, me and you, we were discussing a document you had to send. You had to send to me. Have you completed that document?
Which one?
The one for the accounting, and the monies and everything.
What, the letter?
The letter, is it a letter? No, it's more like a spreadsheet. I forget the name.
That one. No, I haven't completed that yet. No, I've got half one. I've got one, but I need to do it properly. Yeah, right. I'll send it to you. That's yeah, I'll send that to you.
All right.
Which is, yeah, no, that needs to be done much, because I don't have figures. So I just threw any kind of figure in there. Right? So at some point you will add your own.
Yeah, definitely. Okay? We have to work with the budget.
Yeah, I'll send you. You'll probably get that later today. Yeah. So you could just do your own figures, because I get really confused because I don't know how much things are in St. Lucia, and Yeah.
Yeah, just put in the figures. We'll be able to put in our figures. At least we understand the concept.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the trail one, if you go on page 27 on your sheet, it's there. Castries Trail orienteering.
Can you show it so they can see what you're talking about?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I can forward it on my phone, but you can show.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Because I think the task 5. Can you see it? Task 5. All right. And it's the start orienteering exercise and the complete of it. So, but remember we changed the times. I didn't change it here. Right? Because remember you said you start earlier, you finish late.
I'm not gonna follow your time.
All right.
Come back for 3, and we start in your time says we start at 9. My time we starting at 8.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So there you go. Each team has to follow clues around Castries, right? And clues will be communicated via the social media, so you can send them the different texts for the different clues.
The things are.
Yeah. But you see, I said you need to make the most amount profitable, because that is, if you see on there, I have fans. So they can go and buy fans. They can buy whatever it is. If you can get that, or whichever way it works, somebody will give you fans, whichever way. Remember we talked about that? So whatever it is they can sell.
Some other companies have products that are slow in selling, and
yeah, that's right.
And get into some business with them, and run a program where the children can market those things and sell them.
Yeah, see if we can do that. Otherwise, it's just a thing, right? So located, the event leader in Castries. So that's the one we're talking about. So they'll be going around Castries trying to do the trail, and that's the important one, the trail. And then the boardroom again, what you're judging them on in the boardroom is teamwork, problem solving, practical and natural thinking, time management, and the positive attitude. So you've got that there. So, time management, remember we take $1 per minute if they come back late. If it's not a financial task, then they lose points for coming back late. All right. Yeah. If they're selling stuff, you have to give them a float. I got £5, but you your money. The badges are visible at all times. These are the important things. And 6 again. I think I'm going to create an app or whatever it is they're going to create. I had to wait a day to jump. Okay. So Wednesday, the continuation. I was looking for this all over the place. I couldn't find it. So on there, if you go down to the pages, if you print some out and just give it to your people, they will have a better idea of what the tasks are. Or you could just you could put one up on the wall. If you don't want to print them out, just put one sheet for the day on the wall so they know what they have to do.
That's 6.
Does that make sense? So page 33, you could print that on the day and just put it up on the wall where everybody can see it so they know. So if they have any doubts, hey, what are we supposed to do today? Go on the wall, it's over there, read it. Yeah? Look, presentation is no more than 10 minutes. And they have to keep the presentation to 10 minutes. Right? Again, the criteria, the research they did, the creativity, design, target appropriation, which means who they're selling to. It's all there for you. Pitch presentation, how that looked, group participation, how well they work together, and how cost effective their product is. And then that's the last day, isn't it? The Friday, is that the Thursday? Sorry.
Task 7.
Yeah, task 7, page 37. Page 37, they have an hour and a half to buy as many of 15 items on the list as cheaply as they can. That's for budgeting. That helps them, teaches them how to haggle. All right? Teaches them haggling. So if they want something, they have to try to break the seller down to get it cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? See how much they can get whatever it is for. So each team with the most items, all right, and the cheapest. Haggling, you're encouraged to haggle to get the best price.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all there. Page 39, page 40 is Thursday. Preparation. Page 42. All right. So if you have any issues with it, you alter it according to your people.
Yeah, I have it. We can walk.
So page 45, closing ceremony, right? And that's about maybe from 4:30 to whatever time you want to do it, because you need people there after work. So you probably need to ask the school if you can just have that school a little bit later, you know, because by 6 o'clock you should be finished.
Yeah, I want to have the parents be there for the last day.
Yes.
Get the parents there, get everybody there. Final presentation from CEO about JCWA president. You have the president, you know, future plans and events. So the president will be aware of all the other tasks that you want to do, everything else you want to do, like the debate, right? Everything else, the talks with the mental thing for youth, all these things. Brief view with some participants like winners. Interviews, little interviews on that day. Just short 5-minute or 2-3-minute interviews. Ask the children. One camera, one person asking the question. Camera behind the shoulder here. This person answering the questions, talking about how they felt about Junior Apprentice. Yeah, what did they enjoy most?
We have the banner background, so then it will show wherever they're standing is JC.
Yeah. You can have them standing in front of the banner, to be honest.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, have them in front of the banner. So just pull people to the side, you know, bring the president, you know, bring him to the side, do a 2-3-minute few questions with them. They'll be excited. So people will talk a lot. 2-3 minutes. Okay. Any sponsors you have, talk to Anna, talk to your wife, interview them. You yourself, CEO, you know, talk on camera all throughout. Don't just wait for the last day, but continue to do it, even with the young children, the younger ones, the participants. Get somebody with a camera, you know, even while they're working at the table, planning their stuff, have a little 2-minute video of them planning. Because what it shows children doing stuff, children working together at the table. Even the few presentations, you can just take a few clips of the presentations. So all that has to be done. All that is free marketing for the website.
Yes.
And then when you go and you go in for your sponsors, you can actually show them, this was yesterday, this is what we did yesterday, this is the thing, you know. So at least they could see it's live and it's running. Any questions?
Not a question.
Not
a question. More of a comment. I say it's not a question. Mine is more of a comment. I would say that this trailer that we're going through, this one is just setting up the pace for the main one. Because next year we will definitely want to go grand with it, at least having over 100 children, because we would like to do it in the different constituencies. Yes, and then choose different regions, different constituencies. And then the Youth Apprentice for St. Lucia. So those who win in various constituencies, they will be competing for the main prize, the overall prize for St. Lucia, which will be grand.
Yeah, but that last one though, for the overall prize for St. Lucia, that's going to be interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've done all their tasks, they've done everything. On the last day, when you have all the what do you call them, the regions or the districts or whatever it is, constituencies, you bring them in, everybody meets in one place. You can use a church or whatever it is you have. They meet, the winners will get the prizes of the different villages and wherever you have. And then you have people in the back interviewing each winner of the area, and then they will come up with the overall winner. So it's not in your hands. You see, you give that to other people to do. Your board, some members of your board, some members of each board in each area, because they will want their own people to win, won't they? Right? So, or you could bring independent people.
That's what makes it great. Yeah.
Yeah. You could bring independent people to question these children, to find out, you know, what they can do, who they are. I'm still in a meeting. Ugo? Sorry, Prophet, give me a minute. Ugo!
Wait,
I got this.
Yeah, we are closing.
Right.
We're not getting the question.
Babe, it's raining outside and my wife has to come in. Bear with me a second, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
1 minute.
Okay. Okay, so in the absence of Pastor Lorenzo explaining the apprentice, I would like to let persons know, if you don't know yet, that the date stated for the apprentice is the 31st of July to next week. The 31st of July to the 11th of August at the St. Aloysius RC Boys School. Our starting time is 8 a.m. 8 a.m. And we still have space for more registration. We have a number of children who have registered. The age group that we have on the flyer is from age 13 to 19. But I can still work with a 12-year-old. And I also understand. I also understood that some younger children are interested, so they can come along and have some fun and enjoy the apprentice, because definitely they too will learn something, and then who knows, by the time they're ready, to do the apprentice, they will be champions of it, or we may consider maybe doing another activity. I mean, it may not be the apprentice, but another activity for the younger ones. Put a little price in between. Yes. Yeah, we definitely have to get the children early. We cannot wait when they are 13 to teach them. I mean, the 7-year-olds, they are good to go. Amaris, how old is Amaris? 6, 7? No, Amaris is older. 6 years. Exactly. So, and Amaris is very wise. So we can do something for the 7-year-olds. You never know. It may not be the apprentice, but have some form of activities for them. So it is a blessing. We do need the support.
The first should be a holiday, right?
The first
of August should be, it's a holiday.
I'm not sure, but then the 11th is our last day, is the closing day. There is a holiday, so I will have to verify the holiday. If it's a holiday, we may not have an activity on that day.
Yeah, I think the first is Emancipation Day.
I'm not sure how it's going to work. And definitely we'll have a meeting with them if it's a holiday, how things gonna work, because we do not want to deprive people of certain little gatherings that they may have, but we can discuss it with them. We'll discuss the holiday. We can be flexible.
But with the holiday, we will have more people to come on board.
You'll have more people to come on board.
The 31st should be a Sunday, Prophet. We should check that on the calendar properly.
The 31st. Let me
verify.
No, to me it's a Monday, Pastor Lorenzo. Let me just check my phone.
The 31st. 31st is a Monday, and the 1st is Tuesday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is a Monday. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So we need help, and some of the areas we are looking for help in is in the area of having supervisors. We need persons, especially young people, who could be available to go out with the teams. So if you all know of individuals who could volunteer, a little time to go out with the team, come and have some fun, we'll definitely put together a form of reward, which I don't know what it is for now, but definitely we'll reward them for their time. So we need volunteers to go out with the team. So at least I'm looking for 5 volunteers for now, because they will be operating as supervisors and have to take note of what the team does on the outside. And they also work as advisors to them, to guide them. Really don't do the work for them. They have to do their own thinking, but then in terms of business, if they're not sure, those advisors must be there to guide them. For example, they stand in a corner selling whatever stuff, and you discover it's a very difficult corner. People don't really pass this area. Not much activities is in this area. So a supervisor can guide them and say, okay, don't you think we are standing in the wrong corner, or should you try maybe somewhere else? But you don't have to tell them where they have to go. Let them decide. Or if they ask a question, you can answer. You can answer the question. If they are doing it wrong, it's not your job to tell them that they are doing it wrong. Your job is to record what they are doing. So we definitely need to get persons to come in as advisors. So if you all could, whoever you could recommend people, give them my number, let me speak with them, and let them register. We definitely, I was saying, Pastor Lorenzo, in the absence, we definitely will have a form of incentive, form of incentive for those advisors. I cannot tell you what it is now, but definitely we will definitely reward them. So help us to make it a success. That is the first apprentice that is done in St. Lucia. I know many people will talk about it. It might even go on the media. People will post it on social media. Those children will post things. A lot of information will be going out. So definitely we want to get it good, and we need all the support that we can get. Back to you, Pastor Lorenzo. In closing, yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Back to you for the closing part. Yes.
Like you said, the supervisors will speak to the leaders and say, that's not working in this area. Maybe you could find another area. If one of the children are being difficult, they can have a word with them and say, listen, don't do that. All right. So, yeah, but yes, we definitely need a few assistants to come on board and help. Right. So yeah, there will be a big thank you, and at the end, So, yeah, 100% what you're saying, Prophet. Definitely.
Yep.
So you have all these things I'm just running through. If they need it, it's here for them. Just print it out and give it.
Scroll down. Yeah, okay, you can stop here. That's one I did not understand. I have it, but I don't understand that one.
Well, this one. This one.
Yeah, this one you have on screen there. I don't understand it.
Okay, the double your money. It's just,
yes.
it's just where you write the names. This is an example.
Okay, I don't understand the activity sheet, how it works.
Yeah. It's with this one, it's you have team 1, team 2, team 3, okay, which is what you get, because you're gonna give them a float, right? And basically it's just telling you the cash money that you give and what they bring in. So you just circle each one, whichever team has brought their monies in. Team 1, team 2, team 3, these are the supervisors. This is the W money, these are the supervisors. So Richard.
Team Frank brought the money in. The supervisors realized that they are team 3, so they just have to circle team 3.
Yeah, to say they brought the money in. Yeah.
So then the column where you have 1, you have 7, you have 8. You jump from 1. Okay, you move from 1. You move from
7,
1 to
8, 9. Yeah.
What is okay? The 1 represent the numbers.
Yeah. It's just numbers. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
W money. Each individual has specified making a chart criteria to point of elevation. The board members will simply fill out the names under each team member as the following example. So what you do, you just fill out team 1, you write the name. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. I can't see who else is on there. Oh gosh, what have I just done?
We're coming back just now.
So anybody else have any questions? Whilst I'm here, whilst Prophet is not here. No? Okay.
Pardon, we're back. Sorry about that. The garbage truck just came in, the garbage was still in.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You do what you have to do, man. Sometimes these things happen. Yeah. Sometimes these things happen, but for you guys, you are the supervisors and you'll be there. You have, I think, Judah, you're the one receiving the application forms at the moment. If it's you who's going through it, this is the chart for you, okay? So applications received, you need the parental approval for everybody who's under 18. So, all right, so on there, you tick it, okay? And on the first day, it says apprentice register, so you see who's on site, who's there. So every day you will do a tick on somebody, on them as they come. On this one, apprentice leaders register. All right. Here in England, we have something called a criminal record bureau check. Well, I don't know if you guys need that in St. Lucia. But here we have anybody who's a supervisor or leader. And the reason why we have the different days is just in case we have different people showing up to help. So we need to know who they are. So anybody that comes to help you, they write their names down here and you write the days they come. All right. Even the ones that come to speak or teach the children, you write their names down and you write the days, you tick the days they come.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. This one is emergency contact numbers. At least you have it on one sheet So you know this person's name, the age, the home phone number, the mobile phone number, right? That's theirs. But the emergency numbers, you have maybe it's the mom, the name, you have their contact number, and if there's any medical issues, okay? So if they're autistic, you write it autistic or whatever, so you have something to go by. Maybe you might have a child who's epileptic, so you write that down and you put the doctor's details down so you know who they are. So if anything happens, you say, okay, the doctor is such and such, all right? This is one of the forms you really need to fill out. It's the same, contact numbers, emergency contact numbers. This is your checklist for the school, whatever it is. Make sure everything is clean. Your guardian parent consent form, this is it here. They sign it, they give it back to you. So you have their signature on there. So that should be with all the application forms. You should have a few copies on Monday with you. So when the parents drop the children off, if they haven't signed it, they can sign it. All right? Because it says I give my child permission to go off-site to buy lunch. Otherwise they bring, remember, yeah, they have to, we don't provide lunch, so they bring their own lunch, okay? This is the one that should go out to tell them they have registered and they'll be okay to join. You need to change the time because you say your time is 8:30, 8 o'clock. You need to change the time on there. Yeah. Application form. The press release is here. Yeah, you got your press release. Junior Apprentice flagship, whatever, television, radio. All right. So yeah, so the interesting forms is those you have applications for, they need to be filled out. These forms need to be filled out, all right? Every day, every day, every day. As they come in. So on the first day, you write the names down and you tick as they come in, right? So that's your registration, your register for those who are coming in. Because one child, now, if anybody missed one day, right, they fired. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you miss a day, you're fired. Because it's not fair. It means that they can just take a day off. Yeah, and somebody else will get fired. So no, they get fired. Along with whoever else that needs to be fired for not doing the work. Right? So that's why you have your register.
If you have a valid excuse.
Huh?
You have a valid excuse.
No.
No excuses.
Well, it's up to you guys.
We are running, Pastor Lorenzo, tell her we are running a communist system.
Now it's up to you, but you know, if they
you get fired, you just missed the D and you are fired.
Let me tell you this: some children will look at this and say, if they know they're going to get fired tomorrow, they won't show up.
Oh, okay.
Then they show up the next day. And they'll give you an excuse. Mm-hmm. When you're gonna say it's okay, and then they're the ones that will win. Mm-hmm. Or you have to find some other reason to fire them, and that's not right.
They have tricks in the trade.
Huh?
They have tricks in the trade.
Of course they do.
And if they never showed up, then we have to send the firing note to them that you are fired.
No, when they come the next day, they know already. Once you leave, once you miss a day, you're fired. So that's it.
Yeah. You are fired.
No. But what I can't wait for is to hear when this thing is finished, how both of you and everybody else will have a different view on the whole thing and on children. You will see children in a different light. And you will love them even more because they're honest, they're upfront, they don't want to get fired, and you will see how children will fight, verbally fight for them not to be fired. See that word, you're fired? They don't like to hear that. They will sit in that boardroom and they will beg for their lives. They will come up and say everything they've done. I've done this, I've done that. I'm telling you, you watch them. You'll have a completely different view on this law.
Even before the apprentice, I had my daughter who works with me sometimes, and I say to her straight, there are times I just fire her in the Pastor Lorenzo. She goes to the room and cry.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I always say that, brother, you are fired. Just leave it. Leave everything. You are fired. Go.
And they don't like it.
Goes to her room and cry.
They don't like it. They don't like to hear that word, you're fired. Yeah. My two were the same. My son, people thought he couldn't talk. Boy, when the boy decided to talk for his job. Yeah. You'd be surprised. They don't play.
Yes.
Sometimes when you fire them, they're working harder than Satan when they come back.
Yeah, it's good to fire. I know you heard that. I hope your boss not hearing that. I hope your boss not hearing that, Anna. Anna, you are fired. So, Pastor Lorenzo, you covered a lot, almost, if not everything. We'll take it up from there. I have the record, so I'll forward the record to them so they can go over whatever they miss. Teacher Shireen, you joined us a little late because I only invited her now for now, but you did well, and I'll send you the recording too so that you will listen to everything. But it's very interesting. I'm looking forward to implementation. It's just theory, so then definitely I'm looking forward for the practical.
Yeah. Practical will be easy, man.
Yeah, it will be easy.
It'll be easy. But you just yeah.
So
but the
I
games
have
right. Okay.
I have to leave now because I have to go and deliver some letters.
Yeah.
For the apprentice.
Yeah.
So Magdalena, close us in prayer.
Okay. But I must say it's a very good program. You know, just listening to it, you know, what it is bringing out to the youth. I think more youth need to be part of the apprentice.
And big people too. You know, so much discipline.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, the discipline.
Yeah.
That is in it. Like if our children learn that discipline from young, when they grow up, when they go to work,
that's right.
Then they will be more equal abreast with business, more abreast with business.
It helps them. It helps them.
Yeah. So, Father, we thank you. Thank you, Father, for being in your presence. Father, in your presence is fullness of joy. Father, we thank you today, Lord, for what we have learned today. We thank you for the implementation of this project, Father. We thank you for bringing the right people. We thank you for bringing the right children. We thank you, Lord, for the sponsors, oh God. Father, we thank you for every area of the apprentice. Father, we thank you for Pastor Lorenzo and his wife, Father, who has given us such a tool in our hand that we can use to raise children, Father, to becoming a good model, a role model in this society, in this evil day. Father, we thank you, Lord, that their mindsets will be changed, Father, into being good citizens of nations, good citizens in the name of Jesus. Father, we cover each and every one of us with the blood of Jesus. We seal the program in the blood of Jesus, and we thank you, Lord, that it is a success in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. So thank you so much. Great kingdom blessing. We will see you again. And don't forget, we need supervisors or advisors. They do the same, they perform the same role. We need young people, you know, 18 and 19 over.
19 and over.
Yeah, 19 and over to do that work. Amen. Hallelujah. They need to have a form of experience, definitely. I will not take them too young because they have to advise the things.
There's lots of chance.
We have one in our house. Who?
Yes. Okay, bye-bye.
I just realized there's a lot of messages. Was that from Anna?
Okay, messages. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prophet.
Yes,
okay.
I love that, Prophet. The first, yes.
Cool. Okay. Well,
So
we'll see you on the day.
Yes, okay. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye. God bless. God bless. Thank you.